Jose Barreto Jr. from the Bronx, New York. I got to Austin about like 15 years ago. So I moved out here first, and my mom used to cook whenever she came to visit. And every time she came to visit and cooked, all my friends would go crazy for it. So I used to hang out at a barber shop where there was a lot of people from like New York and Chicago and Florida. There was a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans and Dominicans. Anyway, and she cooked one time, and I took plates over there, and everybody went crazy. They gave me like $5 each plate, and that's when the light bulb turned on, and I was like, wait a minute. There's none of this food here. And she started doing it. My pops came over. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, I'm from the Bronx, and the area that I'm from, very heavy influence of Puerto Ricans. I've always been around the culture. My dad has owned bodegas in New York. That's also part of the Puerto Rican culture in New York as well. And this is what I've always done. I've always been behind my dad, so it just came natural to me.
Carlito, I think it's mojito in there. And that fridge, I think it's mojito.
Yes, there is.
Pues mira, you know que nothing lives without mojito here. Look at this pork. Look at this pork. Look how beautiful it is. Look.
You know,
I've been doing this for 11 years.
so we've been doing it for like a decade, but my dad had bodegas in New York.
Yeah, no, I've been doing this.
He's been making businesses for like the past 27 years.
Pero yes, this cooking from here, taking to the truck, this is a new experience. We've been doing it for 10 to 11 years. It's a new experience for us because we used to have big stores with the kitchen there, you know, the employees and everybody.
Was it in Austin?
No, New York.
My name is Karina Barreto. I'm originally from Mexico, but I've been living in Austin pretty much all my life now. It all started when I met my husband. So I met my husband now about over 8-9 years ago. He told me he was Puerto Rican, and I said, what is that? I didn't know what that was. He introduced me to his food. He introduced me to what his vision was and his goal. I saw it, and I said, okay, I'm down with it. And then I quit my job to help him. It's been a journey of 10 years for him, and I've been on this journey with him now for about 6 to 7.
I'm gonna have to say the pernil, the roast pork. Yeah, roasted pork. I mean, I remember when I was little, when we used to go to Puerto Rico, you know, people had pigs in my family's area, so it'd be like an honor, right, to like make a lechon for you or have some pernil with you, right? Like, oh, you visited us, we gotta kill this pig and eat, you know, eat it like this. So I don't know, it's big. My dad makes it very, 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 very well. Our family in total makes it pretty good, but yeah, I would have to say the pernil is the one, yeah. Most pernils, see this part, would be a very hard skin because it's a different part. But we use one without bone because we like the tenderness of it. So that's what Puerto Rico's known for. Because I'm a nerd, I figured out why we are so big on pigs and pork. But like, yeah, roasting pigs, right? Pernil, Puerto Ricans are very much known for that. I got a cool backstory on the pork pig and its relationship to Puerto Rico. It was brought over by Spaniards, and the Puerto Rican people were very big into like pumpkin and yuca and, you know, like birds and stuff like that, right? And when the pig came over, they didn't know what it was, and they started like messing with it, and anyway, became, in my opinion, masters of cooking the pig now.
Mofongo. Mofongo. So my family, because we're Mexican, we don't understand like what a lot of this food is. But now I've gotten so used to just having it. So I think it's not something that you can find everywhere. I've gone to other cities and I've tried it, and now I feel like I've been spoiled because now the mofongo that I have from other people is not the same one from here. So the mofongo is so delicious. I mean, it sounds really cheesy, but you can literally taste the love. Because when you go to other places, you're like, okay, like, it's getting there. But like here, like, it hits.
we're craving carne frita specifically, and there's not that many places in Austin. We definitely try some other stuff, but I think we always get carne frita at least.
Yeah.
We had visited Puerto Rico, so we came back. More recently, we came back. We were looking for a spot for the frita. Very welcoming and warming. You know, like he says, if we got questions, they got answers.
Typically, you won't see this like in Puerto Rico, like something like this, like potatoes, rice, mofongo, right? Because it's usually like lettuce and tomatoes and stuff like that. But over here, this is the way I do it. Down in Puerto Rico, with all respect to them, we do it Texas style. Yes, I was just explaining that to a friend of mine earlier. He was asking me, like, why do I carry the Yankee logo everywhere I go? Because, like every other culture, right, you have people who are from the mainland and then people who live in America, right? Almost like Germans, right? Germans from Germany don't think a German American is a German.
Right.
But a German American is like, bro, I'm as German as you. Same thing happens in the Puerto Rican culture. New York happens to be the second biggest destination for Puerto Ricans since their relationship with America. New York, you got everybody there, right? You got Dominicans, Cubans, you got Italians. Everybody is there.
In
So
New York.
I think it would be crazy not to adopt somebody else's way in something and not
To make it your own.
Right.
So we heard that Bad Bunny came here.
yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
a little bit about that.
That was cool. And he came when he wasn't as popular as now. Our name was dropped by multiple people, and that's how we got chose for. Yeah, it was a very cool experience. He's one of my favorite artists, so it was very cool to have him there. I've had now, of my top 3 artists, I've had 2 come and visit me. So I'm a big fan of Eladio Carrion. Huge fan, like gigantic fan. Even when he was a comedian. And so him and Bad Bunny are in my top 3, like artists. Yes, and they came through. That's amazing. That's amazing that of all the places, for me it was more amazing that of everywhere you could choose to go to a Puerto Rican spot, Texas, Austin, really? You have so many destinations that there's more of us over there, and you chose Austin of all places, and you chose me. It's been hard work from my dad, myself, my wife, my mother. My friends. It's been tough, for real. At first, I wanted to be something like the next franchise, like a McDonald's kind of thing, but I don't want that anymore. I want to be unique, and I want to stay small and like special. So this is what we're doing to become special. That's gonna be the restaurant, hopefully, run by me. I'll be cooking it with my dad, and yeah, we're not following no script. It's just this is who we are. We grew up doing this. I grew up doing this. My dad grew up doing this. I get emotional because my dad, that's my best friend. Everything I've learned is from my dad. I don't think we'd be here today without him. He's always taught us to be independent, do for yourself. No time wasted kind of guy. And that's huge, because usually the children want to follow the footsteps of their parents, right? Or at least be something close to that. And he's got pretty big shoes.
My experience with cooking wasn't with my mom and my dad when I was little, right? Pero I don't know, how can I say this? We have business before, and we incorporate food in every business we have, and the business grow up.
They grew up doing this. Like, my father is one of 13.
12.
And they
I got 9 brothers and 3 sisters.
His brothers own businesses in New York, bodegas as well. And so like
And
I was
Puerto
telling you
Rico,
earlier,
too.
we grew up doing this. It's like every day for him, like waking up.
See, Lisa, I could cook with my eyes closed. I could put the season I already know by hand.
So did you learn from your parents how to cook?
Yes. Looking at my dad, looking at my mom, that was the main thing. That was the main thing. My father used to do the whole pig and buy the whole. My father used to kill at least 3 pigs a
I was
year.
telling y'all about how you.
And he used to kill one and cut it in pieces and send it to the closest neighbors, the best pieces. The food is everything.
Food is what brings people together.
When you sit down, yeah. You could disagree with me in politics and anything, but not in food.
No.
If you like it, you like it.
Food is what brings people together. You know, in our culture, because our culture is, you know, what it is. Food was what was offered. They couldn't offer you tons of money, right? They couldn't offer you different things, but food was always something available, and something my dad and my mom has always said: where there's room to eat for one, there's for a couple.
Everybody, yeah. Everybody sit at the table, even though you get a little tiny piece, but you get
You
some.
got some. Right.